Think it all happens in Silicon Valley. You thought wrong.
.99designs is the #1 online marketplace for graphic design on the internet. The problem that we solve is trying to find the right graphic designer for your small business, which can be quite a challenging task. And the traditional method of doing that is trying to evaluate and choose a designer based on a proposal or work that they've done for other clients, maybe their portfolio. So instead of going that route with 99designs, you get to work with dozens of designers who are submitting designs based on your specific requirements. And at the end of the process, you get to choose the design that you like best and walk away with the full copyrights to the design submitted by that designer.
So the idea for crowdsourcing design, I mean, I'd like to sort of say that it was our idea, but it wasn't. The way it started was inside of the SitePoint forums. So SitePoint is a large web developer community, forums that have been around for 10 years. And inside that community, there was a group of core designers that were challenging each other in what they call Photoshop tennis. So it was things like who can design, the best image, or who can mock up the best photo to look like something. And they were just, really just doing this for fun and competing against each other. And at the end, they would judge who was the winner. And some, savvy business owner came along to the forums and decided that, well, if you guys are going to just do kind of fictional images, why don't you design a logo and I will pick the winner and I'll be the judge. And so the designers loved that because it was a real project. It wasn't a sort of fictional project. And so they all went to work designing logos for this person, and he at the end picked a winner. And obviously that became really popular. Other kind of entrepreneurs and savvy business people who were inside of our forums thought, hey, free logo, and 20, 30 designs to pick from, and it became really popular. So it fueled its own growth.
So we've had a bunch of interesting projects. Probably some of the more well-known ones include redesigning the installation vans for Dish Networks. Dish Networks is one of the premier satellite TV providers over in the US. So they're a very well-known brand, and they launched a contest to have their entire fleet of vans redesigned to give them a more professional and memorable image. We've had other projects like designing goggles for Adidas.
We've also had, on a sort of more personal level, we've had people design their tattoos on 99designs. I'm not sure whether they went through with actually getting it inked on their skin, but we have had a few tattoo projects. Yeah. Oh, you mean this? Yeah, we carry that around with us everywhere. What was it like? Well, it was a great honour to win the Webby because it was the People's Vote Award. It told us that our customers and our users really care about what we're doing in C-Value Unit, so that was quite humbling for us, and quite motivational for the team as well, I think. So I think that's the best benefit you get out of it. On a personal sort of level, Jason and I got the privilege to travel over to New York and collect the award, so we had a great time over there for 3 days, the city that never sleeps, and I don't think we slept for 3 days over there either, celebrating our award. So it was good to sort of step back for a few days and take a stock take of what we've done and just appreciate the fact that we won the award.
Yeah, and I think the other side of it is that we very much acknowledged that it's kind of the community that makes 99designs. So it wasn't just an award that kind of we'd won as a team, but it was something that we could share with our entire community of 75,000 designers and say, hey, we're getting acknowledged together for doing great stuff and making the internet and the world a better place. So that's something that they came back very strongly and kind of said, well done guys. It was our most popular blog post by far. We had kind of over 400 comments from people in the community saying, hey, like awesome work, and we made them a video to kind of thank them for their contribution as well. But yeah, it was a great event. We got to build up our relationship with our community, and also got to network with some pretty cool businesses over in New York. It's great to be kind of up there with big names like Tumblr and Dropbox. People from Yahoo and Google were there, so awesome chance to kind of get amongst it and mingle with those guys. Really, our growth to date has been through that really strong word of mouth. We're focused right from the start on building a product which everybody loves. We haven't actually had any marketing spend up till kind of the last 3 to 6 months. Prior to that, it was all customers and designers running off to their friends, telling them about what a great experience they've had with 99designs and how they should give it a try as well. But what we're doing today, we're doing some cool things to kind of build and that word of mouth and continue to fuel that. So recently we created a voting application. One of the things that customers were coming back to us and saying was that it's fantastic that I'm getting 80 to 90 concepts for my project, but I'm having real trouble picking from them because I get to the end of the process and there's 5 here that I could equally pick from. They're all high quality and I could choose any one of them. So what we thought we'd do is introduce the ability for them to basically go out to their friends and go out to their colleagues on Facebook, on Twitter, and ask their network, hey, which one do you guys think is the best for my business? So we've had enormously successful uptake with that, with some people using that voting system 2, 3, 4 times during the course of their contest and inviting 100, 150, 200 people to come and give them their views on which logo they think is best. And ultimately it helps the customer decide which one is going to be most appropriate for their business. So I would say the biggest thing that's been pivotal to our success has been understanding our customers. So we're a global startup. We don't just offer our services to customers here in Australia, even though we started out in Melbourne. And in fact, 60% of our customers are actually from the United States. So what that means for our business is that we do a lot of tailoring of the product that we offer to that customer segment. Our site is all in Americanized English, so we use Z's where we typically use S's, and also all of our pricing is in US dollars, which is pretty important in terms of making sure that it's in a format that our target audience readily understands. Using 99designs is exactly the same as using Amazon for our customers over in the United States. It also extends out to things like providing local support for US customers. Obviously with the Australian time zone and the US time zone, there's not a whole lot of time that overlaps. So one of the things that we've been building up recently is more phone support and email support in US based hours, so that our customers over there receive a quicker response than they would if we were only to provide support from Australia.
So we view ourselves as an American company with a development team based in Australia. Not the other way around. We don't view ourselves as an Australian company that's doing business, doing some business in America. Everything we do is about us being there. I mean, that's why we've got a presence there now in that sort of Silicon Valley, so to speak. It's actually in San Francisco, but close to Silicon Valley. And so that we can start to build a presence there and not just say that we're an American company, but actually be an American company.
Yeah.
But I think in general advice for people that are starting up a business, I think a lot of people fail just to start something. A lot of people spend time business planning and thinking about things and spreadsheets, and then they start to sort of think about all the reasons that it might not work because their numbers don't quite add up, or they talk to their friends and their friends say no one would ever go for that, that's a crazy idea. And I think I've heard so many business ideas just from people that have bounced things off me that gets shot down, and then the person kind of walks away thinking, oh well, it's just a silly idea and I shouldn't have started it. And one thing I will say is that you just got to have a crack, and it doesn't matter what it is, and the end business will be very different to the one that you started with. Like when we started SitePoint, there was no way that I could have known that we would have ended up with 99designs. It's just impossible to imagine that could have happened. And we've got 3 businesses now, and another potential in the pipework. So just get started is what I would say.
Think it all happens in Silicon Valley? You thought wrong.